Back to the Backstage Live, the online show dedicated completely to the Malaysian arts. My name is Nick Dorian, and on today's show we'll be taking a little look at the lighter side of life. Now we're talking about a show called Live Sdn Bhd, and they are back again, and this time they are doing their 10th installment, which is why we are going back and we're seeing the more funny side and, like I said before, the lighter side of life. So why don't you
That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, you're shut down in May.
What's life all about? Life is all about life. Well, originally the idea for this series of devised performances called Live Sdn Bhd came from Farida, who one day thought of the idea of having real Malaysians tell Malaysian stories, or in her words, what is life like in Malaysia as a Malaysian.
For me, Live Sdn Bhd is all about true people, true stories, and everything is very down to earth. You get celebrities, you get people on the street who just relate to you. Story, be it a funny one or whatever, it is true stories.
It's about our own personal experiences, be it at work or even at our home or when we go to vacation. It's more about the lighter side of what we experience, you know.
Expect very funny stories. I think people just like connecting with other human beings. So it will be a nice evening to connect with other human beings.
I think the first Live Sdn Bhd was the one that had the longest rehearsal process. I think we rehearsed the whole thing for more than 3 months. And every time we got together for rehearsals, it involved all the actors or participants to tell stories about their life in Malaysia. The stories were very, very varied. There were stories about childhood, stories about family, stories about friends, stories about life in Malaysia in general. And out of those stories, we had some really interesting tales and some really touching ones as well.
We chose what we need to speak about, you know, certain topics, you know, certain people have certain topics, and we discussed about it and how to present it to, you know, the audience in the future.
I'll be singing a song titled Anakku Sayangku. It's about, I actually wrote it to it's a dedication to my baby, my new baby boy. And the theme for this time around is the lighter side of life. So I was thinking, why don't I sing something about my newborn baby boy?
It's been very light as well. Because yes, this is the lighter side of life. Yes, this is how rehearsals are. You know, we come in, then we kiss each other on the cheek. So rehearsals have been very nice.
It was a very interesting cross-section of so many different types of lives of Malaysians that were told. That was the original idea, the concept behind the first Live Sdn Bhd.
Why should people come and watch the show? I think it will be a fun show. I think it will be yeah, can I just end it there? It will be fun.
Oh, you should listen to all the experiences that we have. It's varied. You know, people have experiences, you know, at workplace and in their adventures when they go traveling, or even in their own house, and things that you can relate to.
People should come and watch the show because it is an interesting idea, isn't it, to sit in a dark theatre and watch and listen to ordinary fellow Malaysians telling you about their life experiences as Malaysians living in this beautiful country, whether they be Malay, Chinese, Indian, Kadazan or whatever. They each have very interesting stories. Like, I'm sure everybody who comes to watch it will have stories of their own, and when you sit there watching and listening, I'm sure you will begin to think, hey, that's similar to what I experienced before, or I have a story that I want to tell somebody.
Why? Why? Because Patrick Teo was in it, right? And he's gonna tell some funny stories, so you should come watch it.
It's a tough question to answer, but I think this time round, compared to the few other live series that we have had, this time round it's more of the, I would think that it's more the lighter side, just like the title.
To me, I think it's always interesting to sit and watch and listen to a reflection of what you're going through yourself as a Malaysian.
These are really nice stories. The kind of stories that if you listen or if you read it somewhere, you might think, oh, this never happens in real life, but it does.
So that was live Sdn Bhd, and as you can tell, it's going to be a fantastic time of storytelling and reflections on your own life as well. So if you'd like to go for the show, they open tonight and the dates are across your screen. You can check them out all the way until this Sunday, and you can contact those numbers as you can see on your screen. So that calls it to a close once again for the Backstage Live. Now, we're not doing the whole 2 weeks thing. If you want to decide what show you want to go and watch, check out these links across your screen right now. They will provide you with the utmost information about all the shows that are going on within the next couple of weeks, months, and yeah. And as usual, don't forget to email us at thebackstagelive@gmail.com. If you have any inquiries or you want to get your show interviewed by us, feel free to email us. So yes, that is the Backstage Live, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Peace out.